back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be trying to tear down this STIHL BG50. Pretty sure it's BG50. Yeah, BG50. I know what's wrong with this thing. It was given to me, and came a little bit of a story. You could see the case over here is cracked in the back, and the story is that it got cracked, thrown in the garbage, and somebody I knew picked it up out of the garbage, lent it to somebody, and well, it's making a weird sound out of the crank. It's not the crank, it's probably an internal sound that it's making, and the piston is scored. I removed the muffler, but I wanted to make a video on how to tear down one of these blowers right here. I've never done one before, I don't think. I might have been like halfway into tearing down a whole BG50 a little while ago, but I ended up selling it because the flywheel, not the flywheel, the fan in the back over here would not come off. So I just sold it for parts for like 50 bucks because it had some sort of engine problem, and I was gonna tear it apart, but it didn't work out. So here, I'm gonna try and tear apart this blower here and show you guys how to do that. Maybe I can fix it. I'm not sure. I doubt that I can, but I'm gonna give it a try. Tear it apart, see what's going on in there. I'm gonna crank it over for you guys, and you guys can hear and listen what this thing is doing. Sounds a little weird, so I'm gonna take it apart and see what's going on there. So I'm gonna switch the camera angle and get cracking on this thing. Okay, let's get started on this. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off this blower tube so it doesn't get in my way. Just using my impact to do that. I don't remember how these are supposed to come out. I'm gonna get a magnet bowl as well, just so I don't lose all these screws. It's been a while since I took one of these off. Okay, so I just twisted it like this. I just twisted it like that. I'll show you. I'll put it back in, by the way. And like that, it came out. So I'm not sure if that's how you're supposed to do it, but it worked. So blower tube's off. I'm gonna take this crank off. Crank's good. So now I gotta take this back cover off. And the last time I did this is where I got stuck, because after getting this nut off, I couldn't get this fan off for the life of me, so that's where I stopped playing around with it. So I'm gonna get the socket for this, and I'm gonna take it out and impact. If you're wondering, it's a 1/2-inch bolt. Not sure if it's opposite thread pattern. Yeah, so the threads are the opposite. Take this washer off. I'm not sure if there's like a certain way to do this, because again, this one here is not. Oh, it even says it right here, off this way. So it's opposite thread. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to use a puller, but I'll stop there for now. And we're gonna try to get the flywheel off. It's probably, is it a 1/2 inch? This is regular thread. I don't know how hard it's gonna be to take off the flywheel now. So, figure out how to remove the fan. Hold the flywheel with one hand and then twist into the off. And there you go, the fan is off. That's what stopped me on my last one of these. Put the washer there. Wow, this seal looks like it's leaking or something. It looks pretty dirty. Yeah. Those three. Oh, we got very little left to do. I'm pretty sure. The engine is pretty much free. So I think I have to. I'm gonna take the carb off. The carb off. So squeeze these 2 little pins here. With this, there's no air filter in it. That's interesting. And get an 8mm. Let's see if this one fits in there. I know on the STIHL, sometimes the 8mm that come in your ratchet sets don't fit, but this Craftsman one seems to fit just fine. Not sure if you see that. Okay, that should be good for you guys to see. So I got these 2 nuts off. This cover comes off. There's no gas in this. By the way, so you might want to do that before putting the ears apart. Sometimes fuel lines can be a bit tricky. STIHL is pretty good with their fuel lines, though, I will admit. Yeah, I don't really have many issues with the STIHL fuel lines. I just took the whole. You guys probably didn't see any of that, did you? Well, I just ripped this out of here. Not ripped it, but I took it out of here. And there's your engine. Look at that. Look how dirty it is in there. That's pretty bad. Okay, well, there you go. Bit of a... Wasn't too hard. Didn't take too long. Like, I guess. No. I guess I'd have to, I don't think I have to take the flywheel off, actually. I'm going to take the muffler off, though. I'll show you guys the damage that this thing's got. The scoring is not the worst that I've seen, but it's definitely there. I'm going to get a light for you guys here. And show you guys up close. So yeah, it's not the worst. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. This engine has pretty low compression. I'm gonna try to take it apart to see what's up with it in there. So I guess I'm just gonna take these 4 bolts off, and that should be able to take off the head. I'm gonna take this out of the way as well. This side looks pristine as they always do. I'm gonna take the spark plug out. Okay, here. Take the spark plug out. I'm gonna try to split the case. Don't exactly want to split the case, I just want to take the head off here and see what it looks like on the inside. I don't quite remember what this thing had for compression, but I know it wasn't high, or else I would have probably tried to fix it. This gap is really bad. It's rubbing though. I guess I'll take this off. Okay, well the head came off by the way. There's a little connector here underneath that screw. Then there's your coil. That came off nice. Okay, I'm gonna wipe my hands because I don't want to get all this dirt and stuff in the engine. There you go. I think I found out why we have low compression. This piston ring is stuck. This piston looks made like really cheaply. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, well this piston ring is stuck. Oh my god, that's a horrible gouge right there. Look at that. Look at this. That is bad. That is really bad. The cylinder, on the other hand, that looks pretty good. It's not the worst. Piston looks pretty harsh. Like, look at that. It's got no up and down play in the crank. But the piston moves all sorts. No up and down in the crank, but I mean, this piston moves a lot. That kind of scared me. There's a lot of grass in here. Holy crap. You guys want to see this? Like this. I know for a fact that this is not me now. Because it looks like it's been in here for a while. I don't know if you guys can see all that, but yeah, it doesn't look too pretty. Even the piston, inside the piston is just grass. Oh god. Okay, well. So I guess we know what's wrong with this thing. It's got two really big scores on the side here, which kind of scare me a little. The piston ring is stuck, so I'm pretty sure that's why we had low compression. But this thing just had gouges all over both sides, even the other side. Look at that. And even notice I had it on both sides. Damn. That's pretty bad, I guess. Let's see if we can free up this ring. Looks like something was jumping around in there because the top of the piston has quite a few little marks, like it's really rough too. There must have been some sort of piece of metal in there and it was just bouncing around in the top end and the bottom end. Oh, here, I found a piece of metal like that. You guys can see that at the end of my pick. There's a piece of metal in there. I'm not sure if that came from the cylinder. That's probably what messed us up to begin with. Like at the bottom of this case here, though, there's a lot of crap. I'm gonna try to get you guys close and show you guys what I'm talking about here. You guys see that? Look at that. Well, there's gotta be a play in the crank in there because I can move it like this and go side to side without the bottom piece, the rod moving in the bottom like this, and I can go like this. You guys see that? So there must be like really bad problems in this engine, in the bottom end though. And I wish I had kept my other one, because I think the problem with that one was that it had a good top end, had a good bottom end, sorry, and the top end was finished completely. So I think that's our problem, I think, is probably this crank. And there was obviously some pieces of metal because, you know, there's some score marks on both sides of the piston, which is pretty cool of me. I mean, I didn't think that there would be score marks along the side where the pins are in. I've never seen that before. But that is kind of interesting. The cylinder looks good, other than the fact that it looks like something had cracked on the, I think these are called the transfers. It looks like there's pieces missing in the transfers. I'm gonna get you guys close to this cylinder so you guys can see. Okay, so here, I don't know if you guys can see the transfers here. It goes from big to small, and it's kind of rough here. I'm gonna put a pick. You can get a pick to show you guys this. So you see how it's over here? Down here is a little wider than up here. And it's kind of rough as well. And then if you look down, there's like look at this. It looks like there is some sort of something knock here and knock and knock and knock, and it kind of gave it a lip, I guess you can say. Kind of like a burr. But there you go. Yeah, it looks fairly clean down here. other than the fact that it looks like something's missing over here. I'm not sure if that's how they're made. And on this side also, it looks like something's missing here. So I'm not sure if this is the part that broke off and started knocking. And again, you can see like it looks like there's a burr over here as well. So the cylinder does not look too pretty, I can tell you that. The score marks on the cylinder are not terrible. They're there, but they're not terrible. I'm trying to leave my light like that. Hold the camera and show you guys. Like, what is that? It's like, it's kind of gooey over here. It looks kind of metallic-y. It looks like some sort of metal mixed with some sort of silicone. But I can't tell. I'm gonna try to run through a magnet through this. I don't think it'd pick anything up because there's not much steel in this. Yeah, that's metal right there. That's metal. You guys can see everything moves when a magnet goes over it. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So yeah, there's some big issues with this blower. Comment down below if you guys ever seen this problem. Hoping that maybe I can fix this thing, but it's not looking too possible. But I mean, like, there's grass in there, which is incredible to me. I've never seen grass in an engine like that at the bottom end. Look at that. That's crazy. I've never seen that. It looks like it's leaking. Yeah, not too bad, but they would have to be done if this thing ran. I've never done crank seals on one of these. I've never done crank seals on a blower. I feel like it's just too much to put into one. Chainsaw, I've done, I think, 4 saws, crank seals. I think, maybe 3, I don't know. I did a Craftsman, a steel, maybe 2 steels, and a John Strud, which is my John Strud 2141, which I have a couple of videos on if you want to see me rebuilding that, and not rebuilding, porting it and whatnot. So yeah, I'd say this machine's probably a dud. Yeah, it looks like something, maybe the transfers broke. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be like that again, but maybe the transfers broke and that's just messing the whole thing up. So yeah, there you go. I tore this thing down. It's not a very hard machine to tear down, once you know them. I've never really played with these ones though. I've done a couple pull-ins because I had 2 of them that had blown engines. And I rebuilt, not rebuilt, well, I guess you could say rebuilt. I had old weed eaters with a lot of carb problems. And I took the piston and the cylinder off of that and put onto pull-in blowers. If you want to see that video, I think there's 2 parts to it, I think. And yeah, it was kind of cool that you can take a weed eater engine, like a weed eater, branded weed eater, and put it into a blower. This case is splittable, is it? Yeah, I think you can split it right down here. You can probably split it right at the bottom here. This probably comes off with a little tapping. You could probably be able to take that off, but I don't know. It's pretty interesting to take apart one of these. I've never taken one fully apart. Again, only those weed eater pull-in blowers. But those things there, I can have one fully torn apart and reassembled in probably like 20 minutes if I have no distractions or anything like that. 20-30 minutes at most. They're really simple once you take them apart a couple times. Like the third, fourth time I took one completely apart, it was really easy, really fast. You have an impact with a T25 and you're going. It's pretty fast. And I use these Irwin T27 bits. I got a pack of 10 for like, I think 11 bucks, and you can use both ends. So basically I have 20 of them, and I haven't worn through one yet, and I've used them a lot. They work really well. I hope you learned something from this, how to take apart one of these. The camera angle probably wasn't the best. I was trying out something new with a new tripod, but I don't think it was really nice. You guys can barely see what I was doing because the camera was so far away. But, I don't know. I'll post it, see how you guys like it, and if you do, or you don't, post in the comments. And if you ever taken one of these apart before, tell me. Ever seen this before? Because I've never seen anything like it on any machine I've worked on, but I haven't worked on many. I'm still very much a beginner. So, yeah, if you guys have ever seen this, tell me and leave down in the comments. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. But don't forget to like and subscribe.